Right, so it has still not rained, but it has clouded over beautifully, so I'm going to risk doing today's planting in daylight. So we're going to be replacing here a Carya ilonensis, one of the pecans, which suffered my absence quite a lot worse than its sibling did, with a Morus albus, which is the mulberry, which is a very, very tolerant tree in our climate, even though it's not native here, which should grow nice and big, not as big as the pecan would, but it should still form a nice canopy tree for this area if I prune it right. Now, appropriately, today is actually the 36th anniversary of a very large mulberry tree in my grandmother's garden in the UK blowing down in the most expensive storm in European history, as far as I know, which is also the day that my sister was born, which is also my grandmother's birthday, which seems very appropriate. So I'm going to be planting another tree to mark that, and also to replace the thousands and thousands of trees that blew down on their birthday that day. But we're going to be planting one that should last a long time. So this is an Encephalatus. As far as I can tell, it is Encephalatus laurenti, which is one of the largest, if not the largest, of the African cycads. It's quite hard to be sure because they can have a little bit of variation in their juvenile leaf, but the only other ones that would fit this juvenile leaf are also very shade-loving. So even if this isn't laurenti, it should be a perfectly suitable environment for it here in a nice shady spot under some of the big Brachystegias, which should be good and visible, and also, yeah, it shouldn't be in too much sun because none of the cycads that would have this leaf shape would like to be in full sun. I'm going to be accompanying it with a couple of pieces of Peperomia obtusifolia, which should spread out as the cycad thickens out. They should be able to sort of walk further away from it, and because it's in an area that's kept low, it really shouldn't need a marker plant because it also should, for a cycad, get fairly conspicuous fairly quickly. And that should be everything for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you haven't enjoyed it, thank you for watching anyway. Please tune in again tomorrow because I will be planting something different. I am not sure what yet, but we will see.